Yo, Yari, what's going on? How are you? How are you? How are you? Yes, indeed. Let's get the mood set and let's talk a little bit. Absolutely. What's going on? How y'all doing out there? Yes, we're going to talk about people who, okay, get a little cleanup in. I know that's right. Sorry about that. Y'all made daddy duties. Y'all made daddy duties call. So, see what we got going on here. But yeah, listen. While I'm waiting on getting everything loaded up and all of that, get ready to get my little incense lit and set the ambiance and the mood with a little bit of music. I wanted to let y'all know basically what we're discussing today as a topic. What we are discussing today as a topic is the fact that you work your ass off to get to where you need to get to in business, right? And then people have the audacity to expect you to sit down and just give them the blueprint for free. When you tell that person, well, I do charge like $25 an hour consulting fee. And I can tell you exactly what you need to do to get your business started, what paperwork you need to fill out, how you need to fill it out. I'll help you fill it out, and all of that. But then you don't hear from that person again ever, because they wanted you to take that blood, sweat, and tears. You understand what I'm saying? That you took, however long you took to gather, and they want to take that blood, sweat, and tears that you gave them and expect you to give that to them for free. Like you got you have a hair salon. They want to get into the hair business. You have a barber shop. They want to get into the barber business. You got a boutique. They want to get into the boutique business, but they don't want to give you a dime to give them the blueprint though. Because I know you. I've seen you before. We went to school together. So because of all of that, the heck with all of the time, effort, money, blood, sweat, and tears you put in to get this thing started. I want you to sit down with me and tell me how I can get mine started and not have all the bumps that you had, not get all the bruises that you got, not get drugged through the mud like you had to. I want to talk to you so that I can avoid all of those issues and jump straight to being successful. But I mean, I don't want to give you anything. I want to buy your coffee. That's what I want to do. I want to buy your coffee at Starbucks. Like I think that should be enough. You know what I mean? Like, are you serious right now? Like, you can't be serious right now thinking that. Uh, uh, uh. And then they have the audacity. Then they have the audacity, if you will, to get upset. Like they get upset if you tell them what your time is worth. Okay, right, Yari, you okay? We Yari has a business that is food, the food industry, and right now what she's saying is exactly what we're talking about. She had a lady ask her the other day for her recipes. Now this is what she sells. You know what I mean? The baked goods and stuff that she sells. Lady, this is good. Let me have your recipe. Like, are you serious? Like, are you serious right now? And Yari, she probably expected you to really just basically give her that information because she asked for it. If you are not willing to invest in yourself, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. You know, you can't be one of those people that you go on to YouTube, which is a great tool, mind you. You go onto YouTube and you're looking up free this, free that, free this, free that. And in doing so and looking up that information, right? Every time you get to the part where it says, if you want to learn more information or how to do this exactly, go to this website, pay $29.99, and I'll send you templates of all the stuff that you need. Pay? Nah, that's okay. Boom, you go to the next free video and get the next. But you're never going to get to the next level because people very rarely give you everything for free. The free part is the hook to get you to pay for what you need in order to be successful. Like, they're not giving out the whole bag on YouTube. That's why they want you to go to their website. So now you got a whole bunch of half empty bags trying to figure out why you can't complete your process. Because you, my friend, are not willing to invest in yourself and pay for what it is that you need. Like, for real, you have to be willing to pay for what you want to get to the next level. It's called a consulting fee. Like, listen, if you've ever heard of all of the sports franchises do it, you know, like they might have such and such as a consultant for the team because, you know, he's known to pick great draft picks and this, that, and the other. So they hire him as a consultant to help them make their decisions. Like, that's what it's about. You're not going to get to the end. You're not going to get through any of this without investing in yourself. And when you invest in yourself, it lets individuals know that you're serious, that you are serious, because anybody's willing to take free this and free that. I'm going to tell you this right now. Like, I just told one of my friends, Reggie, I don't know how many people that have actually utilized the information that I've given them for free. You know, like when you're sitting around and the person's just kicking around stuff with you and they trying to get your opinion and they throw it out there like that. And it's not an official situation. A lot of times they just talking and bullshitting. But when you schedule some time to sit down and then you pay for my time, and you come and you sit down and you got a pencil and you got everything that you need to gather all of the information. You got your phone recording us, and I know you're serious. Like, at that point, I know that you're serious. But don't just waste my time and then 4 or 5 months later you see me, we shake hands because we're at the building 1500 or Soul Comedy or the Singers Lounge or the Boutique or District, and I see you and you're like, hey, how you doing? Oh man, yeah. And we don't talk anything about what you wasted 4 hours of my time for. Like, we don't converse about that at all. I would not mind that. I would not mind that if you paid me for my time. Therefore, it wouldn't be a waste of time at that point because I got paid for my time. But when I sit down with you and give you what I've received, what I paid for, and I'm not only talking about money, I'm talking about blood, sweat, tears, time, sacrifice, time away from family, friend, like all of that type of stuff. Late hours of staying up, you know what I mean? All of those things. I sit down and I actually take the opportunity to give that to you for free, and you don't use it. How disrespectful is that? Very. Raymond says, people don't understand the work that you put in. They don't get that success is a journey that has a lot of work, that has a lot of hard work. trials and tribulations, highs and lows, and many disappointments. It's not for everyone. Right. It's not for everyone. But why would someone think, Raymond, that in order for them to cut the corners of the trials and tribulations and the things that I went through, like I'm going to actually, instead of you starting here at the beginning like everyone else, I'm going to give you all of the stuff that I went through so that you can actually start right here. You won't go through those things that most individuals who start go through, because I'm going to give you the blueprint of how to skip through that, jump over that, double back over here, boom, bang, bang, and land right here. I went through all of that for you. Pay for that. Like, we don't like to pay other people for what it is that we think that because, you know, we share melanin, you know what I mean, for lack of a better, like, you come on, man, you gonna charge me? Like, why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't you actually offer money when you called them? You know what I'm saying? Like, them being where they are and making it to where they made it to was not free. So why would you expect them to give it to you for free? Well, no, that's, people think, and that's fine. Ray said people thinks to themselves, well, Lewis can do it, or Yari can do it, or Chad can do it, or Raymond or Ray can do it, or Demetra can do it, or Maisha can do it, or Dirty Leland can do it. People think that because anyone else can, that does something, and they put the work in behind the scene to make it look easy, that it's easy. But here's the key: once they find out that it's not, they reach back and tap into you, and they want you to give them the blueprint for free. You know, it's crazy that when you tell a person what you charge for your time, you don't hear back from them. Now, if I can cut all of these corners for you and get you right where you need to be next week, so that you can start making money immediately from your business, why wouldn't you pay me what I ask to avoid all of the trials, tribulations, troubles, and things that you're going to have to go through starting? Why wouldn't you pay? Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, and then I'm going to even go a little bit further. Like, me personally, I have a couple guys that I watch on, hey, what's going on, Melissa? How are you? You can relate? Tell us how. Tell us how you can relate. Miss C? I bet you people want to know, you know what I mean, how you get hooked up with the city. How do you get the vend over here? How did you do this? How did you do that? You got your food. Can I get a recipe or two of how to do this? Yeah, they want to know all of that, and they want you to give it to them for free, Missy. But I know you ain't doing that. You might, though, because you got a generous heart. And if you are, you need to stop doing that. I hope everybody's well. Tell the kids and everybody that Uncle Butch said what's up. Listen, I'm gonna go a little bit further. Now, Ray, I might be going into uncharted water here. You know what I mean? I might be going into uncharted water here. Let me see. Some folks want me to cater events for $3 a person. And they got 200 people, right? Yeah, like yes. They want you to perform magic. Yari says, people need to understand something. Not everyone is built to do what others do. We can provide the blueprint and all of that, but if the passion isn't there, it's not going. That's true. That's true. They don't know that it takes passion, because it might not be their love. It might just be the fact that they see that you're successful at it. And all they're chasing is a bag anywhere. Like, oh, it looks like she's doing good, but they don't know that you love what you do. And that's why you're successful at it. But here's what I wanted to say in regards to investing in yourself and being able to take your things to the next level, or even investing in things that you feel as though offer you the opportunity to be a better person, may it be mentally, physically, whatever it is. I have a guy that I watch on YouTube. Now, granted, I'm an Eagles fan. I don't know how many of you are. The whole world should be, but I'm an Eagles fan, and me being an Eagles fan, I watch a few people. Ray said you might have the recipe, but you don't got the sauce. Absolutely, and that's to go back to what Yari said. Right? Yari said we can give them the blueprint, but if they don't have the passion and all of that, then so that's right where Ray's at. That's real. Yeah, I mean Ray's right on point with Yari saying that you can have the ingredients, but you might not have the sauce. Yari says now everyone wants my plug, as they call it. uh, Missy said, "Boo! I feel bad for you being an Eagle fan." Oh, come on, man. So basically, so what we I'm sorry. So basically what it boils down to is like me, I'm going to my YouTube guy that I watch. He gives me all the information that I need on my team. Like I love the content that he has. I do. Like I appreciate it. Now he asked period, he knows like I used to hear like people ching-a-ling-a-ling, and he's like, thanks for the donation. Thanks for the donation. And I was like, man, I'm not paying him no donation for this information. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was thinking to myself. But guess what? I watch him, I go to him every day for at least 15 minutes a day. He gives me what I need in order to be on top and on point for my team. Like I like what I see on his page too. Like I like it. So I did. You know what I mean? One day I was just sitting there, you know what I'm saying? And I seen so I hit him, you know what I mean? Jing-a-ling-a-ling. I hit him with, $3.99. It was something like that, so I gave him $3.99. And he came on, you know what I mean? He was like, yo, hey, Lou, I want to thank you for the donation, this, that, and together. And basically, what I said in the comments, because he didn't bring me on. But what I said in the comments was, man, listen, I really appreciate what you do. I check into you for all of my Eagles information and this and that and so on and so forth. So I appreciate him. And I'm saying I really don't want what he does to go away. And because of that, I support him. Because my thing is, I understand that what he does, I like, and he does it out of his own home. So I know that he has a light bill to pay for what I like. I know that he has a such and such bill, an internet bill, or this or that for what I like. You understand what I'm saying? And that's my thing. Like we have a tendency, us, and I'm not talking about black people. I'm talking about just people in general. No. I'm gonna keep it real. Us, to not like to pay for things. And it's not, cool because, someone has done a lot to get that business up and running for you to sit down with them and expect them to tell you everything and how they did it. And as a matter of fact, they might have went to college for 4 years and still paying back student loans. But you want them to pay back their loans, 4 years, college, this, that, together. Hey, what's up, Lisa? But give it to you for free, though. That doesn't make sense to me. That doesn't make sense to me. Ray says we always want the hookup. We do. We always want the hookup. You know what I mean? And I mean, at the end of the day, it's okay, you know what I'm saying, to give someone the hookup. But it's okay to give someone the hookup, but that hookup is for you to give. It's not like, it's not mandatory for you to give somebody the hookup. Like that should be up to you. That shouldn't be up to them. Especially if you live in a small city like this. Like I'm gonna be honest with you. I know damn near everybody in the city. And there's some people, depending on who you are and what you do, you know a lot of people. So if everybody that you know is expecting to hook up and you know everybody, how is it going to work out for you? You understand what I'm saying? So all I'm trying to say is this. Support those that give you what you need in order to get to the next level. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm just talking about my guy. I'm just talking about my guy, right? Who I watch on YouTube. But Raymond and I have discussed, Ray, if you still on, what's the black guy's name that you watch on the guy that used to be on BET, Roland something. I watch him, but I don't watch him all the time. But the people that watch him they watch him for their information. Yari, they do, Yari. They need to consider what it takes to get that hookup. Absolutely. Listen, I had a guy come to my house to fix something. Plumber, granted. So I had a plumber come to fix something, and I promise you, if he was in my house for 20 minutes, I'm lying. He wasn't even in there for 20 minutes. And when I looked at the bill, I was like, are you serious right now? And his response to me was, you're not paying me for what I did. You're paying me for what I know. So what he's saying is, it still would be the same an hour if I would have came in and had to reroute this and do that, and rip all that down and take care of all of that, because I know how to do that. I'm trained in that as well. I went to school for that over in such and such. And then I went to school for this over in blase, blase. So he's recouping all of that back on every single call, because he's saying, you don't pay me for what I do. You pay me for the schooling and everything that I went to get, and you pay me for what I know. That's real. That's real. And that's how life should be. So I'm saying that to say, I'm not remiss from paying for the things that I appreciate and that I like. But a lot of times we aren't conditioned for that. You know, we don't want to pay for it at the front counter. We're going to ask you if you can somehow smuggle it out the back door, and I'll give you this for it. But listen, if you steal it, the money that I give you all goes to you, though. Instead of me having to pay the store, blah, 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 blah. That's crazy. That's crazy. I had a friend that said to me, I was working somewhere, and let me tell you what he said to me, right? He was like, yo, you work over there where they got blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah. And he straight asked me, he was like, yo, who's taking them out the back door? I was like, huh? He was like, come on, man, everybody's taking them out, taking something out the back. Everybody, I mean, so every job got somebody that do that. So you're looking for that guy, though. You're looking for that guy, and you can clearly pay for what it is that you need, though. Why not pay the person the right price that they have for it in the store? Because they paid for it to get shipped over here. They paid for it. They paid for the shelf space. You know what I mean? All of that comes into play, but you don't want to pay that price. Like, that's crazy to me. It's ridiculous and it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I think that if you're in a situation and circumstance where the substance that someone is giving you is something that you can utilize to be a better person, whether it's financially, whether it's mentally, spiritually, whether it's just entertainment, whether what you're doing, listen, we pay Comcast every month. Whether we use the TV or not, we pay them for entertainment. every month. You pay them because for that half an hour that you're sitting there watching whatever show that you're watching, you are being entertained. But my question to you is, what about, no. You go to a football game. You go to a football game and you sit down, right? And you watch that football game for 2 hours and you paid to come in. You paid because they are entertaining you for 2 hours. And you're okay with paying for that. If you go see Jay-Z and Beyonce, you're okay for paying for that. You'll pay them for that. Right. Ray said if you don't pay Comcast, they'll cut your TV off. Absolutely. If you don't pay any utility, they'll cut it off. So I'm saying to say, if you go see Jay-Z and Beyonce, you're going to pay and you're not going to be mad because they entertained you for however long that concert was. Now, here's my issue. If you are watching Ray Bennett, if you're watching Ray Bennett every day for 45 minutes at 9 o'clock at night, from 9 to 9:45, you watch Ray Bennett and he entertains you for that 45 minutes. Or he gives you what you need before you go to sleep. Say it's something that he has every night that it's part of your preparation. He has the meditation going on and asking you about your day. Like he puts together a whole program that you like. What would make you not think that you should compensate him for entertaining you every 3 times a week, but you'll pay everybody else though? I just don't understand how we treat each other. You understand what I'm saying? How we treat each other. Like Ray, I know you went to school for this amount of years and you've been doing movies and this and that. And I just need you to sit down and tell me how to do all of that stuff because I want to get into business too. So I want to set up a meeting with you, and after, but this whole time I'm talking to you, Raymond, I'm not talking to you about no compensation. Like I actually want 2 hours of your time too. Not only do I want you to give me that information for free, I want you to block off 2 hours of your time for free as well and sit down with me at Starbucks and just let's talk, let's kick it. Is this real? Is this real? Listen, everyone who has gotten to the next level has invested in themselves. I'm telling you that. Originally, before I started doing this that I'm doing right now, I didn't have the setup that I have right now. I didn't have the StreamYard account that I have right now. I didn't have, I didn't have any of the things that I have now in this space and in this area. Because I want what I'm doing to look professional and have a certain feel about it when I'm doing what I'm doing, I invested in me. When people see me out there in the street doing what I'm doing and they say, damn, man, that's a nice tripod. Yeah, because I don't want the wind blowing it over. I don't want to have to keep coming back and resetting it. I want to be able to, when I have it over there, just put my hand up like this and have the countdown start. You know what I mean? And not have to walk all the way up and then walk all the way back. Like I invest in myself. I invested in editing software that I utilize to edit my videos and things of that nature. Like, listen, at some point in time, in order to get better, be better, and do better, you're going to have to drop some funds. Like you really, really are. So understand that and prepare yourself for that. You know what I mean? Because that's a real part of being successful. And I'm at the point right now where I've taken the opportunity to I've chosen a few individuals that are doing what I'm doing right now in the industry that I'm in right now. And I've already hooked up with them and I am paying them for their time. You know, I know a motivational speaker right now that I actually used to work with in a whole nother another place in another capacity, but he's doing exceptionally well at what he does. You know, he's doing really well. And as a matter of fact, he had me open up one time for him at a place. But now we're actually going to sit down and he's going to tell me what I need to do to get to where he is. He's going to sit down and he's charging for that. But because I see where he is and what he's done to get to where he's at, I'm willing to pay him to bypass all of the BS to get there. What's wrong with that? Tell me if there's something wrong with it. Reggie says, I thought about what you said earlier. I'm going to reevaluate a few things and start changing. He said, real rap. I came in 100K strong. Yeah, you definitely got a point. Yes, Reg, you know what I mean? You didn't know, but I mean, who gave it to you for free? Who gave it to you for free? When you have to work for something or pay for something or show that it's worth something to you, you treat it with a little more respect. You go get it. You make it happen. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just telling you, you know, like most of the things that, listen, I started to make my children put money towards things that they wanted. And it's never been a whole lot of money. But once I learned that if you invest in something and you're part of the investment, you'll treat it different. When my kids wanted the PS4, you know, they had their little bit of money and you know, trust me, you know, it costs more than $50. But what I did is I made one of the boys pay 25 and the other one pay 25. And they treat that thing like they bought it. Cords is all wrapped up, everything's, you know, straight, you know, they put the back where it belongs at, and that because they spent their money. But they didn't really spend their money. They put 50 towards 600. You understand? But it was worth it for me because if I would have paid for it, one of the remotes would have been over here. This would have been over there. They would. It just would. That's how it worked out. So I learned as well. You know, Mr. Thompson, my spiritual advisor, he also teaches parenting classes. He gave me that jewel and it worked. So listen, if y'all want to utilize that, even with younger kids, you know what I mean? Make them give you $1 or $1.50 toward their toys or something. They'll treat it different. I'm telling you. Reginald says, nobody. Oh, yeah. Reggie says, nobody. They never gave me the time of day or wouldn't even answer, but basically ask a question. You got to have skin in the game. Yes, Reg. So stop giving them people that stuff for free because you have more respect for the job because they did it that way. You had to find things out. You had to do this and do that. So you have a different level of respect for it. You know what I mean? Melissa said, yeah. Yairi said, it's interesting that you mentioned this because someone confronted me on buying such expensive equipment for my two businesses. Ever since I did, I've been invited to podcasts and TV shows to showcase my cooking. That's what I'm saying. So now when you're on podcasts and TV shows showcasing your cooking, you want to be showcasing that you have top of the line stuff. You've invested in yourself. You're not on TV with burnt pots and all of that going on. You understand what I'm saying? You've invested in some good things. So when people see you on there and see what you're utilizing, yeah, they might feel comfortable calling you and having you do something for them. Yes, absolutely. So with that all being said, You understand what I'm saying? It's a beautiful day to be successful and have individuals compensate you for what it is that you do. Yari, I don't expect you to ever do something for someone for free unless it's something that you decide to do. But at that point, my suggestion is that you take that time and whatever and you write it off for your business, which means at that point that it's really not free. It's free for them, but it's not free. So Reggie says, yeah, YouTube University helping and a bunch of different books, that investments that he purchased. It costs money just to be in the container community. It costs money, but you paid that money, and now you're doing well. Though. Now you're doing well. You understand what I'm saying? And Yari says, even at my pop-ups, I go all out. Presentation is yeah. Yeah, Yari, you're not joking, you're not kidding, like that's all real. And that's why I like to make sure I have everything set up the way I like to have it set up. I like the way the view is viewed. You know, somebody actually tapped into me earlier and told me, you know, that's why you guys seen me, you know, get myself situated. It was like, hey, you kind of off a little bit, get yourself situated on camera. Because they know me and they know that I want to be right. They know that I want my appearance to be right. They know that everything that I'm doing, I like to give the best presentation that I can. So in saying that, by all means, I don't want anyone to be offended. I don't want anyone to be upset. And I don't want anyone to take this personal. But ladies and gentlemen, as lattes or / lunch with Lou, depending on what time we do it and we talk, please make sure y'all definitely go to the Grassroots page on Facebook and put some topics and stuff in there. But what I'm saying is, I am going to actually start implementing my Cash App on lattes, just because I feel like what I do is worthy. I feel like the time I set aside to do what I do is worthy. I'm not asking anybody for any specific amount. You know, my coffee costs $1.50. I don't think that's asking much. You understand? I really take pride in what I do, the conversations that we have, the homework that I do in order to have the conversations that we have. So please, don't be offended. Don't take it as disrespect. Just understand that I value myself and I value my time. And again, it's not mandatory for you to do. You're more than welcome to continue to chime in and talk and help. But I'm just saying, if you feel as though the time and the effort that I'm putting in is worth something, moving forward, I'm going to ask that you show some gratitude. You know what I mean? Again, I want to take this opportunity to thank you guys for sharing your time with my time, making it our time. And again, I want to say to you, listen, go out throughout the day and try to make somebody else smile, try to make somebody else happy. But in the midst of doing that, make sure you get what you need to get for you, yourself, and your family. Thanks again. I truly appreciate all of y'all. And remember, you are worth it. You are worth the time and the effort that you put in. You are. You are. You're not only worth what they're paying you at your 9 to 5. People are going to come to you and ask you questions and things that you, if you think about it, you paid for that. Whether it's blood, sweat, tears, money, you have. So to basically, you know, that's all I got to say. Thank you guys again so much. I truly appreciated that because, listen, I also get from you guys too. So in saying that, what we're going to be doing is we're going to also be giving out giveaways. We're going to be giving out T-shirts, get up, hats, this and that. Like, it's going to be worth your while. It really is. We're going to start moving toward doing good things for each other. Thank you guys so much. I'll be talking to you guys tomorrow, if not later on tonight. Get up!